Jennifer Throop from the IBM Pulse team, and she has an important announcement to make regarding the upcoming 2012 Pulse Conference. So I ask that you please give her your undivided attention for the next few minutes, and our presentation will start shortly after that. Jennifer?
Thank you. Yes, thank you very much. I just wanted to take a couple of moments to let everyone know that we are in the process of planning for our Pulse 2012 conference this year. The conference will be March 4th through the 7th at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. And registration is now open for the conference, but even equally importantly, we are accepting papers from our clients and business partners to present at Pulse. And this year, as with last year, we have a significant emphasis on the security portfolio. We will have over 36 sessions dedicated to managing security and compliance, and those sessions will be organized in one of the three tracks that you see here on the chart. Securing emerging technologies, which really focuses on staying ahead of the threat landscape. Securing infrastructure and mitigating threats. Hear about the latest threat research, collaborate with colleagues about what you're hearing, and talk about best practices to mitigate risk. And then managing compliance and audit for secure organization, which is really around effectively managing compliance and audit, especially in the face of a changing security infrastructure. So these are the three key tracks, and we're inviting all of our clients and our business partners to submit a paper if they'd like to present at Pulse. And really, this could be any insights or trends that you're seeing in any of the three areas that I just outlined, dynamics that are shaping your industry. You can talk about best practices around an implementation of an IBM solution within your company, or if you're actually just interested in participating on a panel, perhaps with other customers or IBM experts, then you can make note of that in your submission. And we will be keeping our call for papers window open until November 7th. So if you are interested, please go ahead and visit the link there in the chart and submit your ideas for presentation. And if you are accepted, you will be granted free admission to Pulse, which is worth about $2,000. It's about $1,995. That is subject to legal approval on your end, in that your company is able to accept the free pass, but if your submission is accepted, you will be granted one. So that's about it, and I just wanted to make everyone aware of that. This is a very exciting conference this year. We're expecting over 7,000 attendees, and we really hope that we get a number of compelling stories from our customers that you can share with your colleagues.
Well, thank you so much, Jennifer, for stopping by and sharing this information with us. I hope that many of you do decide to participate as a speaker at Pulse 2012. Okay, and so with that and with no further ado, I'm going to now hand the floor over to you, Ravi, to begin today's presentation. Thanks.
Great, thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, folks. I wanted to share with you some recent development from IBM with the user community. So as you might have heard over the last couple of years, IBM's been focused on helping clients accelerate their deployments of identity and access management governance using technologies from our portfolio. So today we wanted to share with you some of the recent updates we've made to our offering called the Tivoli Identity Manager offering. So we'll jump right into the presentation. If you look at the next slide, please. So today on this call, we're going to do two things. One, I'll quickly review some recent capabilities that we've added to our Tivoli Identity Manager offering. introducing the enhancing the role and policy modeling functionality that's going to be built into our Identity Manager offering. With that, customers will be able to use the two interfaces within the Identity Manager offering, one to model and design roles, which is more of a business-friendly interface, and two, to use the existing interfaces within the identity management system to manage the user provisioning and lifecycle management of it. So with that, customers do not require additional separate products to be able to perform the role and policy modeling functionality. It's a pretty exciting time for us. So I will spend the first few minutes introducing the capabilities and the functionality, and I'll turn it over to David, and he will share with you the key features and actually demonstrate them so that then we can open it up to questions and answers at the end. If you go to the next slide. This comes as no surprise to a lot of our users and many of you on the call. Customers are continuing to demand the need to drive a level of identity and access management governance, and certainly the current state of affairs of just directly giving access assignments is fairly complex and difficult to track and also change when needed. As we talk to customers, one of the customers that I met last week, they said, yeah, we're about a 4,000 employee company, and the last time we audited the number of roles and groups that we have about 10,000 roles and groups inside the organization. And it's really from this direct access assignment that we have that situation. So customers are looking to simplifying roles and access assignment, handling growth and scale as well, especially as customers transform their application environment and want to give access to more, not just employees, but also external users access to the applications and systems. And so customers are embarking on or actively implementing role-based access control as an effective way to drive identity and access management governance. From our vantage point from IBM, what we believe is to be the most effective way to help drive the governance portion is really through the way of modeling roles as policies. So being able to do role and policy modeling together helps organizations accelerate that need for driving role-based access control. If you go to the next slide, what we find in talking to customers is that the role management projects that they've embarked on are still challenged in achieving the target goals. One of the key themes that we keep constantly hearing from customers is that the traditional role modeling solutions generate results, but by the time they get it to a point where they're happy with the roles, it seems to be obsolete by the time it's ready for use. And it stems from two big focus areas. One is the fact that it's time-consuming in being able to collect a large, massive amount of data from groups and all that, from various applications that you have, and a lack of business process integration. So it still is being viewed as IT needs to go simplify roles. Well, if that happens, it's time-consuming process because you still have to iterate with the business in terms of the target roles that you want for the organization. The second problem that we've heard from customers is the fact that the skill set still, again, seems to be IT-focused, making it harder for IT organization to correlate it back with the business needs and define and design roles that will be effective for the organization. So keeping that in mind, next slide, please. IBM's focused on, and we published this technical strategy about a couple of years ago, where we said we'll be focused on helping accelerate the integration of existing capabilities and helping clients drive identity and access governance. And we took the two key points here are, one, we took the approach of integrating new functionality into existing capabilities that are out in the marketplace, such as integrating role management into our user provisioning system in the marketplace, integrating entitlements management into our access management capability in the marketplace, delivering unified single sign-on functionality from desktop to web to federation. That's one of the key points of our technical strategy. The second piece is to drive a level of closed-loop audit and compliance by integrating these capabilities with a centralized security information and event management system. By doing that, IT is able to implement and deploy a system that has improved visibility from the IT environment that now they can respond to the changes that business wants to apply into the IT environment. So with this technical strategy backdrop, we just announced introducing the enhanced version of our role and policy management functionality built into our Identity Manager offering. Next slide, please. So the key feature additions we've introduced to our Identity Managers version 5.1 is the integrated role and policy modeler. So it is a business interface on top of our identity management system that allows analysts to be able to define roles, design roles, and then certify them to the point where they're now able to implement role-based access control within the environment.